Hello everyone, welcome to Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. My name is Vibhati and in today's session we are starting our beautiful series NCERT line by line. Right? So बच्चों यहाँ पे हम बहुत सारे questions discuss करेंगे एंड क्वेश्चंस इस तरीके से फ्रेम किए गए हैं कि आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि अरे ये चीज़ तो एनसीईआरटी में सीधी सीधी दी हुई है. राइट सो उसके लिए फटाफट से आ जाइए सेशन में और अपने सारे फ्रेंड्स को बुला लीजिए बिकॉज आज हम 25 बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट प्यारे से ब्यूटीफुल से क्वेश्चंस करने वाले हैं जो आपको नीट में बहुत हेल्प करेंगे. उसी के साथ बच्चों आई वांट टू टेल यू वन मोर थिंग, सिंस वी आर टेकिंग 25 क्वेश्चंस, 25 इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस इन वन सेशन, तो मेरा जो मेन फोकस है आज के सेशन में 11th वाले टॉपिक पे रहेगा. ठीक है, तो आज हम 11th वाले टॉपिक पे डिस्कशन करेंगे, फिर अभी बहुत सारे सेशंस होंगे तो धीरे धीरे हम सारे चैप्टर्स कवर करते जाएंगे. राइट, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 ओवर हियर. ठीक है, तो फटाफट से बच्चा पेन कॉपी सब निकाल लीजिए बिकॉज आज के सेशन में 25 इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं और आपको मेरे साथ ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने हैं. बैठे नहीं रहना है, अपने साथ में मिलके प्रैक्टिस करना है. राइट, सो फिजिक्स इज ऑल अबाउट प्रैक्टिस बच्चों. अगर प्रैक्टिस अगर आप अच्छे से कर लेते हो, तरीके से कर लेते हो, तो आपका जो फिजिक्स सब्जेक्ट है वो बहुत ईजी हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो पहला क्वेश्चन बच्चों आपके सामने, अ बॉडी मूव्स फॉर अ टोटल ऑफ 9 seconds स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम रेस्ट विथ यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन and then with uniform retardation which is twice the value of acceleration and then stops. All right, the duration of uniform acceleration is. क्वेश्चन क्या है? क्वेश्चन समझो बेटा, फिजिक्स में क्वेश्चन को डिकोड करना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. राइट, सो अ बॉडी मूव्स फॉर अ टोटल 9 सेकेंड. 9 सेकेंड्स के लिए बॉडी कंप्लीट मूव करता है स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम रेस्ट. इसमें से कुछ टाइम तक बेटा ये क्या होता रहेगा? एक्सेलरेट होगा. फॉर सम टाइम इट विल एक्सेलरेट एंड इट विल रीच टू अ वेलोसिटी v. ठीक है, लेट्स से t टाइम के लिए ये एक्सेलरेट हुआ. फिर उसके बाद क्या होगा बेटा? आफ्टर रीचिंग टू द वेलोसिटी v इट विल स्टार्ट रिटार्डिंग एंड इट विल कम टू रेस्ट हियर. ठीक है, इस पूरे प्रोसेस में 9 सेकेंड्स लगा. फाइन, तो एक्सेलरेशन का टाइम अगर t है तो रिटार्डेशन का टाइम क्या हो जाएगा? 9 माइनस टी. ऑल राइट, आपसे पूछा गया है व्हाट इज द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन. बच्चों, व्हाट इज द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन? ट्राई दिस क्वेश्चन एवरीवन. कम ऑन गाइस, वी हैव 4 ऑप्शंस, 3 सेकेंड, 4.5 सेकेंड, 5 सेकेंड एंड 6 सेकेंड्स. Come on guys, try this question and you can give your answer in the chat box over here. Chat box में अपना आंसर दे सकते हैं आप फटाफट से बच्चों. ओके, इस सीरीज से आपका जो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने का टाइम है वो भी कम हो जाएगा, मतलब आपकी जो स्पीड है वो भी इंक्रीज हो जाएगी. ओके, चलो बच्चों, कम ऑन. अ बॉडी मूव्स फॉर ए टोटल ऑफ 9 सेकेंड. उसमें मैंने अज्यूम कर लिया कि टी टाइम के लिए एक्सेलरेट हो रहा है, रिमेनिंग 9 माइनस टी टाइम के लिए रिटार्ड होगा. अब इसमें एक और क्रिटिकल इंफॉर्मेशन दिया हुआ है कि रिटार्डेशन का मैग्नीट्यूड एक्सेलरेशन के मैग्नीट्यूड का ट्वाइस है. राइट, सो इफ एक्सेलरेशन इज a तो रिटार्डेशन हो जाएगा 2a. राइट, माइनस साइन लगा देते हैं सिंस इट इज रिटार्डेशन. अब देखो, मैं t टाइम के लिए v इज इक्वल टू यू प्लस ए टी लगाऊं. राइट, जब एक्सेलरेट हो रहा है बॉडी तो एक्सेलरेट कैसे हुआ? u इज इक्वल टू 0 से स्टार्ट हुआ, फाइनल v वेलोसिटी पहुंचा, t टाइम लगा, a एक्सेलरेशन मिला. फाइन, सो यहाँ से बेटा v इज इक्वल टू यू प्लस ए टी, ये हमारी पहली इक्वेशन आई. ठीक है, v इज इक्वल टू यू प्लस ए टी, ये हमारी पहली इक्वेशन आई. बच्चा अगर समझ में ना आए तो चैट बॉक्स में पूछ लेना. फाइन, अब देखो, अब मैं यहाँ से यहाँ के लिए सेम इक्वेशन लगाती हूँ. देखो, v पहुंच गया, t टाइम तक एक्सेलरेट होने के बाद इट विल स्टार्ट रिटार्डिंग. राइट, तो यहाँ से बेटे t वेलोसिटी v था, फिर 0 हो गया और रिटार्डेशन का ड्यूरेशन हो जाएगा 9 माइनस टी और रिटार्डेशन हो जाएगा माइनस 2a. सेम इक्वेशन लगाएंगे, v इज इक्वल टू यू प्लस ए टी. अब देखो, इस जर्नी के लिए फाइनल वेलोसिटी क्या है? 0. इनिशियल वेलोसिटी v है और प्लस रिटार्डेशन इज माइनस 2a ओवर हियर, मतलब एक्सेलरेशन माइनस 2a एंड टाइम इज 9 माइनस टी. अब ये हमारी आ गई दूसरी इक्वेशन, है ना. अब इक्वेशन 1 और 2 बस सॉल्व कर दो, अपना आंसर आ जाएगा। अब इसको देखो थोड़ा सा हम लिखेंगे, v इज इक्वल्स टू 2a टाइम्स 9 माइनस टी, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू इक्वेशन 1 v क्या है 80 के बराबर, सो 80 इज इक्वल्स टू व्हाट 2a टाइम्स 9 माइनस टी बेटा, a कैंसल, t इज इक्वल्स टू 18 माइनस 2t, सो 3t आ गया 18 और t आ गया मेरा 6 सेकेंड्स। मतलब मेरा जो ऑब्जेक्ट है यहाँ पे बेटा 6 सेकेंड्स के लिए क्या हुआ, एक्सेलरेट हुआ और रिमेनिंग 3 सेकेंड्स के लिए रिटार्ड होगा। फाइन, तो देखो दोनों के आंसर मिल गए हमें, लेकिन हमारे लिए पूछा क्या था, ड्यूरेशन ऑफ यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन, इट इज 6 सेकेंड्स। ठीक है, चलो, वेल डन गाइज, वेल डन। इफ यू हैव एनी ट्रबल इन एनीथिंग प्लीज लेट मी नो हियर इन द चैट बॉक्स। फाइन, चलिए let's move on to the next question, the ratio of speed of a projectile. There is a projectile and it is performing a projectile motion. We have ratio, kiska ratio? Ratio of the speed of a projectile at the point of projection to that the speed of the at the top of its trajectory, है ना? तो हमारे पास अगर initial velocity of projection is u, तो ये क्या होगा, ऐसे बेटा लेट्स से इट इज थ्रोन प्रोजेक्टेड एट सम एंगल ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन थीटा, सो इट विल फॉलो अ पैराबोलिक पाथ, सो ट्रेजेक्टरी ऑफ द प्रोजेक्टाइल विल बी लाइक दिस, दिस इज द ट्रेजेक्टरी ऑफ द प्रोजेक्टाइल, तो दिस इज द टॉप मोस्ट पॉइंट, this is the topmost point of the projectile, and let's say at this location the value of velocity or speed of the projectile is v, then ratio of u upon v is given as x. Then what is the angle of projection with horizontal? You need to find the angle of projection in this case bachcho. Try this one, come on. What is angle of projection? U upon v is x. Sin inverse x, cos inverse x, sin inverse 1 upon x और cos inverse 1 upon x. ठीक है, अब देखो ये आपका जो है that is from projectile motion. ओके बच्चों, मतलब मोशन इन 2 डिमेंशन। अब आप किसी भी क्वेश्चन को उठा के देख लो, इफ यू लुक एट एनी क्वेश्चन केयरफुली, दैट क्वेश्चन इज बेस्ड ऑन बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स, राइट? इस क्वेश्चन को करने के लिए मुझे क्या चाहिए, आई नीड ओनली वन बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट दैट एट द हाइएस्ट पॉइंट ऑफ इट्स ट्रेजेक्ट्री इट्स y component of velocity will be 0, right? Y component of velocity will be 0, only x component is there, right? And how much will be there? X component कितना रहेगा, right? If you take the component of initial velocity of projection along x and y axis, then horizontal component is u cos theta and vertical component is u sin theta, right? So since there is no acceleration or retardation along x-axis, the x component of velocity remains constant throughout the motion, right? Projectile performs uniform motion along x direction. So if it is u cos theta at this point, then x component of velocity will be u cos theta at this point also, right? If you know these 2 basic concepts, you can do this question easily, right? So u is u cos v is u cos theta and that is equal to x. So over here cos theta is 1 upon x and theta is cos inverse 1 upon x. ठीक है, cos inverse 1 upon x, which is option D. I hope this is clear, right? Come on guys, I know you can do it. तो chat box में answers type करते रहिए once you get the answers. All right, now let's try this one. Next question from Newton's laws of motion. 2 blocks of mass capital M and small m are connected to each other by a massless string and spring of force constant K as shown in the figure. The spring passes over a frictionless pulley connected rigidly to the edge of a stationary block A. This is a stationary block A. The coefficient of friction between the block M and the plane of the horizontal surface of A is mu. Over here, this surface is offering coefficient of friction as mu, right? The block of M slides over the horizontal top surface of A and block small m slides vertically downwards like this with the same speed, right? The mass M is equal to, right? If both of the blocks are moving uniformly with the same speed, then what should be the mass M of this block in terms of M and mu over here? Try this one, everyone. Try this question, everyone. Come on, guys. Come on, this is from Newton's laws of motion and this question is a proof कि question जितना बड़ा होता है solution उतना ही छोटा होता है, right? So sometimes what happens is आप बच्चे लोग जो होते हैं वो question paper में बड़े बड़े questions को देख के घबरा जाते हो, right? You just think okay, this is a longer question, so solution might be longer, but it is not always true. इनफैक्ट क्वेश्चन जितना बड़ा होता है फिजिक्स में सॉल्यूशन आपको उतना ही छोटा मिलेगा, राइट? सो ट्राई दिस वन गाइस, कम ऑन. वी हैव ऑलमोस्ट 98 days और 97 days फॉर नीट एंड आई थिंक अगर हम डेली 25-50 क्वेश्चंस करें मिला के, सो वी कैन डू अ लॉट बेटर, ठीक है? So these sessions are for you guys, dedicated to you. So please utilize this session up to its maximum capacity. नहीं तो फिर मज़ा नहीं आएगा. This is for you, right? Try this question and give your answer in the comment box over here. Solution आप दे सकते हैं, ठीक है? You can draw FBD. Those who want hint over here. You can draw FBD first, है ना? FBD बनाओ फटाफट से. FBD क्या होता है मैडम? FBD is free body diagram. I'm drawing FBD for capital M, right? So it is connected to string, so tension will be here, and since it is sliding like this, so friction force mu into R will be in the backward direction of its motion, R upwards and mg downwards. So R is balanced by mg. So over here friction force mu R will be mu mg, and since it is performing uniform motion, that means net force on it is 0, that means mu R is balanced by tension, which is mu mg, ठीक है? Now over here if you look at small m, over here, small m को देखो बच्चों, look at this small m carefully. Small m is connected to the spring, having spring constant k, and it is moving downwards. So over here small m is going down, so spring will extend, and because of that it will exert one spring force kx in the upward direction. Extension of the spring will be in the downward direction, so spring force will be in upward direction kx like this, ठीक है? So over here again it is moving uniformly, so kx is equals to mg, right? Now this is your frictionless massless pulley beta. So at this end it is tension and over here it is tension. So tension is balanced by kx over here. Tension is equals to kx, right? So kx is mg. So tension is mu capital Mg, which is equal to kx, but it is small mg. Gg cancel. So capital M is small m upon mu. Capital M is small m upon mu, which is option A. Option A is the correct answer, right? I hope it is clear. Alright, now let's move on to the next question. Which of the following statements is/are correct? First statement, spring force is a conservative force, right? And second statement, potential energy is defined only by conservative forces. क्या होगा? है ना? Guys, this is conceptual question, statement based question. Spring force is a conservative force and potential energy is defined only by conservative forces. Both of these statements are based on the definition only. Definition, बच्चों बार बार बोला जाता है definition formula, definition formula. If you know everything, definition and formula in physics, you can do 98% of the question. 2% वो silly mistakes ले जाता है, ठीक है? Right? So try this one, try this one. What do you think? What should be the correct answer? Spring force is a conservative force. Yes, it is a conservative force. So this is true. And second thing is, again, we teach this thing in definition of potential energy. Potential energy is defined for conservative forces only. We define potential energy for conservative forces only. Potential energy is nothing but the ability of doing work by conservative forces. So both of these statements are true. So both 1 and 2 are correct. Option C is correct. Okay? Alright. Next is this one. A particle of mass m is circulating on a circle of radius r. We have a circle of radius r. A particle of mass m is circulating having angular momentum L. Angular momentum of the particle is L about the center of the circle. Okay? Then what is the centripetal force on the particle? Guys, try this one. What is the centripetal force on the particle? Try this one, everyone. Come on. Centripetal force mv square upon r. Alright. Angular momentum about the center. mv are perpendicular. Come on, guys. What is the centripetal force on the particle? Come on. I know you can do it. क्या होगा everyone? You can type your answer in the chat box. ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे मैं ही एग्जाम दे रही हूँ बच्चों के बिहाफ पे. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Come on guys, what is the centripetal force on the particle? Come on. Over here, if v is the speed of particle, it will be tangential. This is r about the center. So this is r perpendicular is equal to r beta radius. So centripetal force, angular momentum is mvr, right? Centripetal force is what? mv square upon r. So from this expression, you can put the value of v as L upon mr. Okay? So it is m L square upon m square r square into r. ये r already है, cancel. So it is L square upon m r cube. L square upon m r cube, which is option C. Option C is correct. ठीक है? Well done, well done. Now next is this one. 3 identical spheres, each of mass 1 kilogram, are placed. Identical spheres hai, each of mass 1 kilogram, are placed touching each other with their centers on a straight line. Centers are lying on a straight line like this. Their centers are marked as P, Q and R respectively. The distance of center of mass of the system from P is. We need to find the distance of center of mass from P. This is the point P. We need to find the distance of center of mass from point P. Try this one everyone. Try this one. क्या होगा? क्या होगा बच्चों? If you want to find it from P, you can consider the origin at P. है ना? So if I'm considering origin at P, so this is 0, 0. This is this distance up to this, it is PQ, and this distance PQ, 0, and this distance is complete PR, so it is PR, 0. So basically we have coordinates of center of mass of these 3 spheres separately, right? So over here, if you find XCM, XCM will be what? M1 x1 plus M2 x2 plus M3 x3 divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3. ठीक है? So M1 is 1, x1 is 0, M2 is 1, all are of 1 kilogram. X2 is coordinate of center of mass of second sphere, which is PQ, plus M3 is 1, X3 is PR, divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3, 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? So this is PQ plus PR divided by 3. PQ plus PR divided by 3, which is option B. PQ plus PR divided by 3, which is option B. I hope it is clear, right? If you have any doubt, please let me know. Okay, now next is this question. Two bodies having masses m1, velocity v1 and mass m2 having velocity v2 collide and form a composite system such that m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to 0. Then the velocity of composite system will be, right? What will be the velocity of this composite system formed by the collision of m1 and m2? Try this question everyone. Come on बच्चों. क्या होगा? What is the answer? Is it v1 minus v2? Is it v1 plus v2? v1 plus v2 by 2? Or option D is 0? ठीक है? Come on, try this one. This is the condition, right? Read your question carefully. Composite system तो बन रहा है, but m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is also 0, right? So देखो, अभी after collision, the velocity of center of mass will be what? m1 v1 plus m2 v2 divided by m1 plus m2. So over here, m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is 0. So velocity of center of mass will be 0 over here. ठीक है? So correct answer is 0. I hope this is perfectly clear to everyone. Alright, now next is this question. A ball hits the floor and rebounds after an inelastic collision. Ball is hitting the floor and after hitting the floor, it is rebounding. But the nature of collision is inelastic, right? So which of the following statement is correct? The momentum of the ball just after the collision is same as just before the collision? No. It is coming like this. If it is having momentum m1 v1 in this direction after rebounding, before, this is before, after rebounding momentum will be in upward direction. So momentum is changing the direction, right? So it is not same just before and after the collision. The mechanical energy of the ball remains the same in the collision? No. In inelastic collision there are energy losses, right? Mechanical energy is not same. But total momentum of the ball in the earth system is conserved. Yes, in any type of collision, the total momentum of the system is conserved, not of the individual objects, but total momentum of the system is conserved. So this is true. The total energy of the ball in the earth is conserved. No, over here it is inelastic, right? So energy will not be conserved over here. So correct answer is option C. Next is this one. A solid sphere rolls without slipping and presses a spring of spring constant K as shown in the figure. Then the compression in the spring will be, right? Solid sphere hai, it is performing pure rolling like this and in doing so it is compressing the spring of spring constant K. You need to find the compression in the spring over here. Try this one, try this question everyone. Come on bachcho. What is the compression in the spring? ठीक है? Those who are not able to answer in the chat box, you can subscribe to the channel first, then you can answer it here, right? चलो फटाफट से, लेकिन आंसर आने चाहिए. आंसर कहाँ है आपके? जोश चाहिए बेटा थोड़ा सा. What is the value of compression in the spring? So this is basically based on conservation of energy, right? अब देखो ध्यान से, there is no friction here, so work done by friction will be 0, work done by non-conservative forces is 0. So net mechanical energy of the system is conserved. मतलब if this sphere is rolling towards the spring like this and it is coming to rest, that means it is losing its kinetic energy. It had some kinetic energy before, but after compressing the spring, it is coming to rest. That means it is losing its kinetic energy, right? So why it is losing its kinetic energy? Because it is compressing the spring. So by compressing the spring is getting some potential energy. So basically the loss in kinetic energy of the sphere is converting into gain in potential energy of the spring. Now how much it is losing? Half mv square for translational motion and half I omega square for rotational motion. This is rolling, right? And this is converting into half kx square. Half cancel. Mv square plus I. This is a solid sphere. So moment of inertia about its center of mass is what? 2 by 5 mr square. And V is equals to omega r. So omega is V upon r for this rolling motion. So it is omega square will be V square upon r square, and that is equal to kx square. Okay, r square cancel. So mv square plus 2 mv square divided by phi is equal to kx square over here. So 7 mv square divided by phi is equal to kx square. So x square is 7 mv square divided by phi k. So x is under root of 7 mv square divided by phi k. V को बाहर ले लो, v को बाहर ले लो, v square को बाहर, right? So it will be v times under root of 7 m divided by phi k, right? So correct answer is option D. This is the compression in the spring. This is the compression in the spring. I hope it is clear, bachcho. Alright, let's move on to the next question over here. A diver in a swimming pool bends his head diving, before diving. Head before diving because डाइवर जो है स्विमिंग पूल में जंप डाइव करने से पहले अपने हेड को बेंड करता है ऐसे. Why? Because the bending of the head decreases its moment of inertia, decreases his angular velocity, increases his moment of inertia, decreases his linear velocity. ठीक है, ट्राई दिस क्वेश्चन एवरीवन. आपने देखा होगा स्विमिंग पूल में जंप करने से पहले डाइवर अपने हेड को बेंड कर देता है, फिर ऐसे रोल करते करते वो जंप करता है, राइट? बट ऐसा क्यों होता है? व्हाट इज द रीजन ऑफ डूइंग दिस, राइट? ट्राई दिस वन. क्या होगा? दिस इज प्योरली कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्वेश्चन based on conservation of angular momentum, right? So angular momentum conserve रहता है because net torque on the system is 0. So over here I omega should be constant, right? So अगर डाइवर अपने बॉडी पार्ट्स को अपने बॉडी के सेंटर ऑफ मास के पास ले आएगा तो उससे क्या होगा? उसका मास डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन अबाउट द एक्सिस का डिस्टेंस कम हो जाएगा एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया डिक्रीजेस, राइट? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया डिक्रीज होने की वजह से ओमेगा इंक्रीज होगा और डाइवर फटाफट से ऐसे जल्दी रोल करते करते नीचे जाएगा, राइट? सो he does that in order to decrease his moment of inertia. So correct answer is option A. ठीक है, चलो. Next is this. In elliptical orbit of a planet, as the planet moves from apogee position to perigee position, match the column 1 with column 2 and mark the correct option for the codes given below, right? So पहले तो समझते हैं apogee perigee क्या है. So according to Kepler's law of planetary motion, all the planets move around the sun in elliptical orbit with sun at one of its focus, right? So let's say this is the position of sun, right? And the farthest distance from the sun is known as apogee and the closest distance is known as perigee. ठीक है, fine. So over here, as the sun is moving from planet is moving from apogee to perigee like this, we need to find the changes in the following quantity. One is speed of the planet. ये तो हमने पढ़ा है. जैसे जैसे स्पीड प्लैनेट सन के पास आता है उसकी स्पीड क्या हो जाती है? बढ़ जाती है, राइट? और प्लैनेट सन से दूर जाता है तो स्पीड क्या होती है? कम हो जाती है, राइट? सो ओवर हियर फ्रॉम एपोजी टू पेरिजी स्पीड ऑफ द प्लैनेट विल इंक्रीज. सो ए इज मैच्ड विथ आर. Distance of planet from the center of sun, of course it is coming towards the closer point, so distance of the planet from the center of the sun will decrease, so it is Q, right? Now potential energy of the planet and sun system will be minus GMM divided by R. R decrease हो रहा है तो overall negative value of potential energy is increasing, so potential energy is decreasing because of this minus sign. R decrease हो रहा है but negative value of potential energy is increasing. Negative के साथ magnitude बढ़ रहा है, so potential energy is also decreasing. Angular momentum about the center of the sun, so sun planet system के लिए net torque is 0. So angular momentum about the sun is constant, right? So angular momentum remains same. So A with R, then QQ, then P. Option C, R, QQ, P. Right? Well done, bachcho, well done. Now next is this one. Second pendulum is moved to moon. Second pendulum है. Second pendulum में time period क्या होता है बेटा? 2 seconds. ठीक है? It is moved to moon. Earth से हम moon पे ले गए. And moon पे पता है आपको acceleration due to gravity is 1/6 times that of the earth. Moon पे जो एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी है वो अर्थ के 1/6 टाइम्स होती है, मतलब 9.8 डिवाइडेड बाई 6 अगर सरफेस पे बात करें तो, राइट. देन अगर मुझे मून पे सेकेंड पेंडुलम यूज करना है तो व्हाट शुड बी द लेंथ ऑफ द सेकेंड पेंडुलम, है ना, ये हमें पता करना है. अर्थ पे है, टाइम पीरियड 2 सेकेंड होगा एंड टाइम पीरियड ऑफ अ सेकेंड पेंडुलम इज 2π√L/g. लेकिन हम मून पे ले गए एंड वी वांट द सेम टाइम पीरियड 2 सेकेंड, बट 2 सेकेंड बेटा सेम लेंथ पे नहीं मिलेगा बिकॉज g इज चेंजिंग, तो l को भी चेंज होना पड़ेगा. आपका क्वेश्चन है कि बेटा अगर g/6 हो रहा है तो l को कितना चेंज करे सो दैट टाइम पीरियड रिमेन्स कॉन्स्टेंट, राइट. सो ओवर हियर टाइम पीरियड on earth surface is 2π√L/g. मून की सरफेस पे हो जाएगा 2π√L'/g/6 over here, right? So equate this time periods. 2π√L'/g/6 is equal to 2π√L/g, है ना. So 2π cancel, square कर लो. L', divided by g is equals to L/g, cancel, so L' is L/6. मतलब आपका जो लेंथ होना चाहिए सेकेंड पेंडुलम का ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द मून, इट शुड बी 1/6 टाइम्स द इनिशियल लेंथ L. ठीक है, फाइन. सो करेक्ट आंसर इज C. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज दिस क्वेश्चन. द लोड वर्सेस elongation ग्राफ फॉर 4 wires of the same material is shown in the figure. Load versus elongation graph, force versus delta L graph for 4 wires of same material is given. The thickest wire is represented by the line. आपको बताना है इसमें से कौन सा वायर का thickest wire का ग्राफ है, OD, OC, OB और OA. ठीक है. So over here all the wires have the same materials. That means the Young's modulus value will be same for all the wires, है ना, because it depends on the material. So y is equals to FL divided by A delta L. अब अगर मैं F upon delta L की बात करूँ, so it is YA divided by L बेटा, right? So F upon delta L value is directly proportional to area of cross section, right? Now F upon delta L is nothing but represents slope of this F delta L graph. ठीक है, slope of this graph F upon delta L मतलब change in y divided by change in x is nothing but slope of this graph, right? तो देखो जिसका angle of inclination ज़्यादा होगा उसका slope ज़्यादा होगा. So out of this 4 graphs, OD has the maximum slope, right? Now slope is directly proportional to area. So if OD has the maximum slope, its area of cross section will be more. That means it is the thickest wire, मोटा wire है, right? So OD is the correct answer, which is option A. सब कुछ logical, right? All right. Next is this. Which of the following statements are correct? Okay. Incompressible liquids have finite value of bulk modulus of elasticity. And second statement is compressibility is inverse of bulk modulus of elasticity. अब ये तो try कर लो बेटा फटाफट से. Try this one. Statement based, concept based, right? This types of questions will be there in your NEET exam beta, and ये जो type है वो dominate करेगा, right? So that is why NCERT basic concepts are really important. If you look at your NCERT, all these concepts are given there, है ना, directly, indirectly. So incompressible liquids, that means you can't compress them, है ना, you can't change the density. So for incompressible liquid, delta V is 0. So bulk modulus is minus PV divided by delta V. Delta V is 0, so it is infinity for incompressible liquids. The value of bulk modulus is infinity for incompressible liquids. That means this is wrong, है ना? ये तो क्या बोल रहे हैं? Finite value होना चाहिए, नहीं नहीं infinite होता है. Fine. Second is compressibility is inverse of bulk modulus. Yes, compressibility is 1 upon bulk modulus. So second statement is true, but first statement is false. तो कौन सा correct हुआ? Only 2. ठीक है, चलो, well done guys, well done, good job. ठीक है, सिर्फ मैं ही कर रही हूँ, so I'll say good job to me only, right? All right, next is this one. An ideal fluid flows through two pipes of circular cross sections with a diameter 2.5 centimeter and 3.75 centimeter connected one after another. These two pipes are connected after one another like this. The ratio of velocities in these two pipes is, what is the ratio of velocity of the fluid? Let's say in the first pipe velocity of the fluid is V1, in second pipe velocity of the fluid is V2, then what is the value of V1 upon V2? Try this one everyone. Chalo, come on guys. क्या आएगा? What is the answer for this one? This is question number 15th. We have 10 more questions to go. Only 10 questions. Wow. You can use equation of continuity, right? A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. A1, area of cross section for the pipe 1 is A pi into R square, so it is pi into 2.5 divided by 2 whole square. This is diameter into V1 is equal to A2 V2. Area of cross section for the second pipe is pi into 3.15 divided by 2 whole square into V2. Right, so 3.75, sorry, 3.75. So over here, if you calculate the value of V1 upon V2, it will be 3.75 whole square divided by 2.5 whole square, and this is nothing but 9:4. 9:4 is the correct answer for this. All right, 9:4. Okay, let's move on to the next question, assertion reason type question. If angle of contact is 90 degree, then liquid will neither rise nor fall in a capillary. ठीक है, it is based on angle of contact. Assertion reason type question है. Assertion is given as if the angle of contact over here is 90 degree, then liquid का height ना तो fall होगा ना rise होगा in capillary. देख लेते हैं क्या बात कर रहे हैं ये. So H is equals to what? 2t cos theta divided by rho Rg for capillary tube. Cos theta, cos 90 degree will be 0. So height gained by the liquid in the capillary tube will be 0, right? So of course statement true है. Second is when angle of contact is 90 degree, surface is flat. Yes, जब angle of contact 90 degree होता है तो जो liquid का surface होता है, it is neither convex nor concave, it will be flat, right? So this is also true, but this is not a correct explanation for this one, है ना? इसका correct explanation यहाँ से आएगा. So both are true, assertion and reason are true, but the reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. So correct answer is option B over here. ठीक है? All right. Next is the surface tension of a liquid at its boiling point. Again, this is information based question. You'll be seeing some questions, mixture of questions actually. कुछ numericals होंगे, कुछ information based questions भी होंगे, because NEET में आपको ऐसे ही questions मिलेंगे, right? The surface tension of liquid at its boiling point is A becomes 0, becomes infinity, is equal to the value at room temperature, is half to the value at room temperature. चलो, ये तो फटाफट से हो जाएगा हमसे, ठीक है? Come on guys. What is the answer for this one? Surface tension, जैसे जैसे temperature बढ़ाते हैं, एज यू इंक्रीज द टेम्परेचर सरफेस टेंशन ऑफ द लिक्विड decreases. With temperature increase, surface tension decreases, and at the boiling point it becomes 0, right? So correct answer is option A. At the boiling point the surface tension will be 0, right? Well done, well done. Chalo, एक और question. The graph AB shown in figure is a plot of temperature of a body in degrees Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. Then slope of this graph is, what is the slope of this graph, right? Chalo, try this one everyone. Kya aayega? What is the slope of this graph? I'm sure you are learning new things with every question here. ठीक है, देखो थोड़ी मेहनत तो करनी पड़ेगी फिजिक्स में, अगर हमें अच्छे खासे मार्क्स लाने हैं, फिजिक्स के फियर को हटाना है, तो थोड़ी सी मेहनत तो करनी पड़ेगी. अब देखो मैं भी आपके साथ मेहनत कर रही हूँ, आप भी कर लो थोड़ी सी, तो थोड़ा सा काम बन जाएगा हमारा फिजिक्स में. ठीक है, आप हमेशा बोलते हो मैम प्रैक्टिस कहाँ से करें, प्रैक्टिस कहाँ से करें. लो ये आ गई प्रैक्टिस. अब क्या, अब करो बैठ के, राइट? सो आई वांट ऑल ऑफ योर आंसर्स हियर. सबके आंसर्स चाहिए चैट बॉक्स में. कम ऑन गाइज. बेटा अभी पढ़ा देंगे. आप बताओ तो सही, आप अभी आके बोलो, आप अपनी रिक्वायरमेंट बताओ, हम पढ़ा देंगे आपको. ठीक है, आप टेंशन मत लो, बस आप सॉल्व करते जाओ क्वेश्चंस. ऑल राइट, चलो हिंदी मीडियम में मतलब ये देखो टर्म्स तो अपने इंग्लिश में ही रहेंगे, बाकी अपन बातें हिंदी में कर लेते हैं. ऑल राइट, चलो गाइस क्या होगा, देखो ये जो है ना, ये सब कुछ आपको ऐसे ही आपको भ्रम में डालने के लिए दिया हुआ है, ये आपको कंफ्यूज करने के लिए दिया हुआ है, राइट? अर्लियर अगर आप पढ़ते हो व्हाट इज द कन्वर्जन फॉर्मूला फॉर डिग्री सेल्सियस इनटू फ़ारेनहाइट, है ना? तो C माइनस 0 डिवाइडेड बाई 100 इज इक्वल टू F माइनस 32 डिवाइडेड बाई 180 होता है, राइट? 0 0 कैंसिल, सो C इज इक्वल्स टू 5/9 F माइनस 32 आएगा. सो C इज इक्वल्स टू 5/9 F माइनस 5 इंटू 32 डिवाइडेड बाई 9. ये आ गया सेल्सियस और डिग्री फ़ारेनहाइट का रिलेशन, है ना? ये अपना आ गया सेल्सियस और डिग्री फ़ारेनहाइट का रिलेशन. अब देखो इसको हम इक्वेशन से कंपेयर करेंगे स्ट्रेट लाइन की. y इज इक्वल्स टू mx प्लस सी. m क्या है बेटा? स्लोप. यहाँ पे y एक्सिस पे कौन है? डिग्री सेल्सियस. x एक्सिस पे कौन है? डिग्री फ़ारेनहाइट. तो फॉर्मूला हमारा क्या बोलता है? ये बोलता है स्लोप क्या होना चाहिए? 5/9, राइट? स्लोप क्या होना चाहिए? 5/9. अगर आप इसको y इज इक्वल टू mx प्लस सी से कंपेयर करोगे तो उस केस में बेटा स्लोप विल बी 5/9, राइट? सो द स्लोप ऑफ द लाइन इज 5/9 विच इज ऑप्शन बी. ठीक है, ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट. वेल डन एवरीवन. अब आए हो जोश में सारे बच्चे. वेल डन गाइज, गुड जॉब. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज दिस. At room temperature, the RMS speed of the molecules of certain diatomic gas is found to be 1930 meter per second. What is the gas? The gas is, that is a certain gas and this is diatomic gas and its RMS speed at room temperature is 1930 meter per second. So room temperature is 27 degrees Celsius which is equal to 27 plus 273, मतलब 300 Kelvin over here. So at 300 Kelvin, RMS speed is under root 3 RT upon m, right? So you have to find the value of m और फिर उसके बेसिस पे, ठीक है, उसके बेसिस पे आपको गैस यहाँ पे बताना है H2O2 F2Cl2 क्या होगा. यस बेटा, ये आपका जो है अप टू थर्मोडायनेमिक्स मैंने क्वेश्चन ले रखा है. ठीक है, थर्मोडायनेमिक्स तक है इसमें क्वेश्चन. फाइन, 25 क्वेश्चन करने थे तो मैंने सोचा कि क्वेश्चंस 25 अभी मैकेनिक्स और थर्मो से उठाते हैं, फिर आगे वाले और किसी से उठा लेंगे, है ना? तो ऐसे चलता रहेगा. अब आपका जो नेक्स्ट वाला होगा उसमें मैं 12th का सिलेबस लाऊंगी. मंडे को होगा नेक्स्ट वाला आपका सेशन. ट्राई करो बच्चों, you'll get this types of questions only, है ना. आपको एकदम नीट का पैटर्न से हम यहाँ पे इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं कि कैसे क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. जस्ट ट्राई ऑल दिस क्वेश्चंस. What do you think? क्या होना चाहिए? What should be the correct answer? H2F2O2Cl2. You just have to find the value of M, and based on that you can guess the value. M is molar mass, right? क्या आएगा? What is the answer बच्चों? VRMS is 1930 and that is equal to under root 3, R is 8.3, T is 300 divided by M. अब square कर लो. So 1930 whole square is 3 into 8.3 into 300 divided by M. So from this you'll get the value of M as 3 into 8.3 into 300 divided by 1930 का whole square. ठीक है? So approximately the value that you will get from this of M is 2 into 10 power minus 3 kilogram. मतलब 2 ग्राम. और 2 ग्राम किसका मोलर मास होता है? हाइड्रोजन गैस का, H2 गैस, right? So correct answer is option A. H2 gas is the correct answer. Well done everyone. ठीक है? All right. Now next is this question. An ideal gas is initially at room temperature, at temperature T and volume V. Its volume is increased by delta V due to an increase in temperature delta T. Pressure remaining constant. We are keeping the pressure constant. The quantity delta V upon V delta V varies with temperature as. मतलब ये इस वैल्यू का टेम्परेचर के साथ कौन सा ग्राफ सबसे ज़्यादा suitable होगा? Try this one everyone. Come on. Come on guys, we are almost there. हमारे first 25 questions complete होने वाले. This is question number 20th. 20th question है. We have 5 more questions to go. I'm sure you guys are with me. है ना? 5 questions मिलके करेंगे and we'll learn 5 new concepts there. All right. So PV is equals to nRT. So P delta V क्या हो जाएगा? NR delta T divide कर लो, PP cancel, NR cancel, so V upon delta V is equal to T upon delta T. तो यहाँ से ये वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगी बेटा? डेल्टा V delta T is equals to delta V into T. So basically delta V divided by V delta T is 1 upon T. यहाँ से देखो, इसको इधर ले आओ, T को इधर ले जाओ. So delta V divided by V delta T is 1 upon T, right? It is 1 upon T over here. That means this is nothing but delta, and delta is 1 upon T, right? Delta is 1 upon T. That means it is inversely proportional to temperature, and inverse relations are given by rectangular hyperbola. So option C, right? This is the variation of delta with respect to temperature. Well done Aishwarya. ठीक है? Well done Jayati, Aishwarya, Kishan, well done बच्चों. Good job everyone. Now next is this question. Identify the graph which correctly represents an isotherm at two temperatures T1 and T2 such that T2 is greater than T1. The PV graph for isothermal process, right? At temperature T1 and T2. T2 is greater than T1, then you have to identify the correct graph over here, right? So PV graph for isothermal process is this one. So these two are not possible, either this or this. Now identify which one is correct. Okay, well done. Mohammad Sharfuddin, well done beta, well done. अब बच्चे जब सेशन खत्म होने आ रहा है सारे बच्चे एकदम आंसर दे रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट क्लास में स्टार्ट से हमें आंसर चाहिए फॉर एवरी क्वेश्चन, राइट. नाउ PV is equals to nRT. So basically nR तो constant है तो temperature is directly proportional to product of PV. So अगर T2 is greater than T1 तो product of PV at temperature 2 is greater than product of PV at temperature 1, right. Product of PV at temperature 2 किस में ज़्यादा आ रहा है? In this one, right. It has high values of pressure and volume and it has low values of pressure and volume. So T2 is greater than T1. So PV for temperature T2 is greater than PV for temperature T1, which is satisfied here in option A. Well done बच्चों, well done, well done, well done Teja, well done everyone, good job, क्या बात है. All right, now next is this one, assertion reason, our favorite type. Okay, no worries Aishwarya, we'll do it here. इसको correct करना है. Okay. Assertion is if initial and final volumes are equal then work done by gas is 0. Assertion is if initial volume is equal to final volume then work done by the gas is 0. Reason is in isochoric process initial and final volumes are equal, right, and work done by the gas is 0. So you have to find correct answer over here. Which one is correct? Try this one everyone. Try this one. This is question number 22. Question number 22, we have option A from Jayati. Well done, well done. Good job for trying this question. Both assertion and reason are correct and reason is the correct. Okay. Option A, option B from Shafruddin and option B from Aishwarya. Okay. I have a good news for you. The correct answer is not option A, not option B. Now try this one. Right, you have to find your correct answer between these two. Akkad vakkad bambevo. Chalo, try karo. Option C, okay. Wonderful, wonderful. देखो, in reason there is no confusion. There is no confusion in reason. In isochoric process, volume is constant, है ना? वॉल्यूम रहेगा कांस्टेंट. अगर वॉल्यूम कांस्टेंट है तो वर्क डन क्या हो जाएगा? 0. सो वर्क डन बाय द गैस इज 0. सो दिस इज ट्रू. व्हाट अबाउट असर्शन? If final and initial volumes are same, then work done by the gas is 0. No. For work done to be 0, the volume throughout the process should be constant. है ना? For work done to be 0, the volume throughout the process should be constant. Here, if I give you one PV diagram like this, ठीक है, PV diagram like this. So over here, initial volume, oh not like this, sorry, इसको V कर लेते हैं, इसको P कर लेते हैं. So initial volume is equal to final volume. But over here, there is some work done. Area under this graph will give you what work done, right? In cyclic process, if you look at the cyclic process, initial volume is equal to final volume, but work done is not 0, right? So it doesn't mean कि if initial और final volume same हो जाए तो work done 0 हो जाएगा. No. For work done to be 0, the volume throughout the process should be constant, जो कि isochoric process में होता है. ठीक है? So this is false, this is true. So if assertion is incorrect and reason is correct, right? Assertion is incorrect and reason क्या हो जाएगा? Correct हो जाएगा. Well done guys, well done, good job everyone. All right, next is this one. A refrigerator whose coefficient of performance beta is 4 extracts heat from the cooling compartment at a rate of 400 joule per cycle. Cooling compartment से हम कौन सी heat extract करते हैं? Q2. 400 joules per cycle. How much work per cycle is required to operate the refrigerator? है ना? कोफिशिएंट ऑफ बीटा दे रखा है, Q2 दे रखा है, हमसे पूछा है कि पर साइकिल कितना वर्क डन करना पड़ेगा, राइट? सो वर्क डन over here Q2 upon work done is equal to coefficient of performance beta. So if you have Q2, you have beta, you can calculate work done. Come on guys, try this one everyone. चलिए फटाफट से, what is the answer? This is your 23rd question. We have 6 minutes, everyone. Come on. In 6 minutes, you'll have to answer 3 questions, including this 4. Chalo, well done. 100 joules, well done, well done, well done. So over here, work done will be Q2 upon beta. Q2 is 400, beta is 4, so it is 100 joules per cycle, which is option A. Well done, guys. Well done, Tesha. Well done, Jayathi. Well done, Aishwarya. Good job, everyone. All right, now next is this one, assertion reason question. A body is a good radiator, is also a good absorber of radiation at a given wavelength. ठीक है, assertion is, if a body is a good radiator, then it should be a good absorber of radiation at a given wavelength, and reason is, according to Kirchhoff law, the absorptivity of a body is equal to its emissivity at a given wavelength. Try karo, try this one. Again, it is based on the concept, right? Chalo. Come on, guys, 4 minutes, 2 questions, 4 minutes, 2 more questions apart from this, right? चलिए, क्या होगा? A body which is a good radiator, emitter, is a good absorber. जो अच्छा emitter होता है वो अच्छा absorber भी होता है. That is a fact. It is true. And according to Kirchhoff law, absorptivity is directly proportional to emissivity. That is also true. So absorptivity is nothing but absorbed radiations divided by total number of radiations coming towards the body. Emissivity is nothing but Q, radiations emitted divided by area into time. Right, so over here, absorptivity is directly proportional to emissivity. मतलब अगर absorb करेगा अच्छे से तो उसको emit भी करेगा. Right, so over here reason is also true, assertion is true, reason is true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion, right? So correct answer is option A. Well done, guys, well done. Chaliye, now next is this one, the temperature of a body is increased from 27 degrees Celsius to 127 degrees Celsius, the radiation emitted by it increases by a factor of. अगर टेम्परेचर ऑफ द बॉडी 27 डिग्री सेल्सियस से 127 डिग्री सेल्सियस कर दें तो रेडिएशंस एमिटेड बाय द बॉडी किस फैक्टर से इंक्रीज हो जाएंगी? सो रेडिएशंस एमिटेड बाय द बॉडी इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू T to the power 4, राइट? सो इनिशियल टेम्परेचर इज 27 plus 273, 300 Kelvin. Final temperature is 127 plus 273, that is 400 Kelvin, right? So E1 upon E2 is equal to T1 upon T2 to the power 4 because E is directly proportional to 4. So over here you can write E2 as E1 into T2 upon T1 to the power 4, right? So it is E1 times T2, that is 400 divided by T1 is 300 to the power 4. So this is 256 divided by 81, right? So in this case the radiations emitted by it increases by a factor of 256 divided by 81. ठीक है? So this is the last question of this session, 25th question. Good job, everyone. And you can join our Telegram channel now. The link is given in the description box where you will find the notes of this session. आज के session में the questions that we did in today's session, उसके notes आपको with annotation, ये solution के साथ आपको Telegram channel वाले group पे मिल जाएगा. ठीक है? So link is given in the description box बच्चों. And like this session, share this session with your friends and subscribe to our channel. Bell icon press कर दो ताकि next जो session होगा वो पता चल जाएगा. And don't go anywhere. We have one more session at 5 PM for you of chemistry, right? तो वहाँ पे भी आपको 25 wonderful questions मिलेंगे of our wonderful series NCERT line by line. So thank you so much everyone. I'll see you on Monday at the same time. Take care everyone. Bye bye बच्चों. All the best.